Times is tough. It's getting so hard out there. I couldn't believe it. I saw a crackhead save some for later. I don't know if the movement has a name or whatever, but I think it's fair to say that the Safdie brothers, Nathan Fielder, Connor O'Malley, Tim Heidecker, Harmony Korine, and John Wilson are all pushing in the same direction. The blurring of lines between scripted content, documentary, reality TV, and prank show, the emphasis on voyeuristic camera angles or street scenes where the subject seems to disappear into the crowd. I suppose it has some roots in cinema verite and found footage, but it probably takes after pro wrestling more than anything. Specifically, the pro wrestling that these guys would have grown up with, being the Attitude Era, with all the backstage drama that just happens to be caught on camera by pure luck, interviews spiraling out of control. There's a case to be made that Pillman's Got a Gun was an epoch moment, not only for wrestling, but for cinema itself. I think the beautiful thing about Connor O'Malley is you legitimately wonder what's wrong with the guy. He's not a schizophrenic outsider. He's a key feature of the most relevant comedy series of the last 10 years. He's married to an SNL cast member, and that's got to count for something. He's got a foot in the door, but at the same time, he definitely didn't hire a bunch of extras for that Waterworld stunt show. Wow, that's still running. Okay.
Joe Biden died years ago.
O'Malley is situated right on that line where he's successful enough to be on TV, but he's still enough of an outsider that his portrayal of Hollywood wannabe Tyler Joseph is rooted in a lot more reality than, say, John Travolta in The Fanatic.
I gotta poo.
He's not this guy, but he knows this guy. And most of the people he interacts with on the street have no idea they're dealing with anything but the genuine article, which, for all intensive purposes, they basically are. I've been to Hollywood a few times, always as a tourist. What struck me my first time there was that this place has the most beautiful homeless people you've ever met in your life. Being good looking is a major advantage in life, and Hollywood is full of people who weren't satisfied with how far that advantage got them back home. The risk-reward ratio in Los Angeles is fair. You either wind up in the hills or you wind up on Skid Row, where people just stab each other for shits and giggles, and the police fence the area off from the rest of the city at night. The Mask follows the journey of Whose Line Is It Anyway superfan Tyler Joseph from performing for his grandma in the living room to his failures in Los Angeles, leading him down a rabbit hole of conspiracy theories and delusion. And it's both humanizing and personal, and a universal broad strokes portrait of pretty much everyone who ever lost their minds on the fringes of the entertainment industry. It's the loss of Tyler's grandmother that pushes him west, using his inheritance to fund the expedition and effectively looking for a career that will provide him with the same warmth and connection he once enjoyed with his Nana. After a series of failures and humiliations, a moment of despair makes him vulnerable to his roommate's conspiracy theory nonsense, and here it is, a perfect explanation for why you're not getting where you're going, no matter how hard you work at it. The Mask is pieced together like a documentary. Montages of YouTube videos, news clips, selfie footage. Connor O'Malley is the Stanley Kubrick of the selfie stick. I think these sorts of techniques resonate with young film lovers because they're the same tools everyone under 50 is using to document their lives. When I was a kid, a video camera was something you brought out for special occasions, and the only means of sharing your work was to put the tape in the VCR for whoever's in the room. Cinema isn't something separate from daily life anymore. It's part of how we experience it. We have best friends we've only seen on camera. Your first sexual experience might have been through video chat. For better or worse, film isn't a spectacle or an event anymore. We're all producers, directors, and distributors. Tyler Joseph's concept of stardom even feels a little out of date. He spends his whole life on camera and then goes to Hollywood because he thinks it's the only way to get on camera. In many ways, I think Connor O'Malley is the most of the moment, the most contemporarily relevant of this wave of reality filmmakers, because he's using off-the-shelf tools and filming guerrilla style on a non-existent budget. And his distribution method is posting this shit to YouTube and hoping someone watches it. Nathan Fielder shows us what you can do with HBO money. Even How To with John Wilson would be unfeasible for anyone who can't afford to live in the big city. Connor O'Malley illustrates that not only can you tell a compelling story with your smartphone, you can tell an ambitious story with it, and you can do it better than the mainstream entertainment industry can do it.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
It's me beating the fucking shit out of Greg Kinnear.
Connor O'Malley makes this point and pairs it with a warning. Stay out of Hollywood. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.